his choice.
Left that interest. They rolling our interest, they borrow that the only way we can get less on here for even say get something for ourselves. But now see you're facing a rule. And when you're facing the rule, we'll not be getting something. Then suffering will come to us. And now small suffering will come in on a table. More than we work for it. But every day we car each car give you 250, each truck give you 2,500. Truck passing your car give you 500. The motorbike give you 150. At the end of the day, we can get about 10, 15, 20,000 a day. So I think in our community Thursday now we got good something there that can even say renovate our community pump, to be our town hall, to do some toilet baying and things. But now you're facing a road. How will we be generating money? So the facing on the road, a bad dream to us. Yeah, we're feeling bad. Because after facing the road, what will be benefiting? What will get a job for to do to be getting such a money?
It's fair because
it's not fair to them, but me, the happiness to me.
And to them, it's fair
because I benefit from myself.
Government, they got to destroy the money passing from our house.
I benefit from myself.
They will pay. I want money.
So I enjoying it.
I want money.
You
I want money.
my house.
You spoiling my house. You give me the money, I buy my back where I eat because no work. Yeah. Let me see. I can get where to get because I have to eat. The beginning of working with me, they will eat something so a month and so I can go closer to 25,000 a day. Yeah. When they want to pay, I close my road. You not buy, you buy your comment road.
You gotta see money with this.
Yeah, they can sleep there when they get back in the car. They can say, who will go for? I say myself, I get copper.
They will not.
Yeah.
They see the road, you see that good thing, but means that bad thing. Because left that interest. And why in my interest, why I choose the bar road because the bar road can give us something.
Get money.
And now you're facing the road. I want eating close. And we're feeling bad. We'll be real sad. We're trying to tell the president the road that you're facing, you feel that you're doing good thing for the Southeastern. But we are living.
For the issue about Mr. Peter Doe, we got no idea on Mr. Peter Doe. It is proving and it is reality in the community when you go.
Are you people?
You get bring her to go see to the maintenance too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go Steve on the web post too.
Yeah, he said I'm joining to go see to the web maintenance too.
They provided to the police. We told them that it is true that we ate door yesterday.
If I hit door, you people ate?
It will not hit door.
So which one?
Facing the road. How will we be generating money? So the facing on the road, a bad dream to us. Yeah, we're feeling bad. Because after facing the road, what will be benefiting? What will get a job for to do to be getting such a money?
It's fair because
it's not fair to them, but me, the happiness to me.
And to them, it's fair
because I benefit from myself.
Government, they got to destroy the money passing from our house.
I benefit from
myself. They will pay. I want money.
So I enjoying it.
I want money.
You spoiling my house.
You spoiling my house. You give me the money, I buy my back where I eat because no work. Yeah. Let me see. I can get where to get because I have to eat. The beginning of working with me, they will eat something so a month and so I can go closer to 25,000 a day. Yeah. When they want to pay, I close my road. You not buy, you buy your comment road.
You gotta see money with this.
Yeah, they can sleep there when they get back in the car. They can say, who will go for? I say myself, I get copper.
They will not.
Yeah.
They see the road, you see that good thing, but means that bad thing. Because left that interest. And why in my interest, why I choose the bar road because the bar road can give us something.
Get money.
And now you're facing the road. I want eating close. And we're feeling bad. We'll be real sad. We're trying to tell the president the road that you're facing, you feel that you're doing good thing for the Southeastern. But we are living.
For the issue about Mr. Peter Doe, we got no idea on Mr. Peter Doe. It is proving and it is reality in the community when you go there, people tell you that we have been eating dog.
Why you people kick his dog?
It is false. In fact, when we went to the police station, we had a conflicting statement.
And who had a conflicting statement?
Both of us, the complainant and that of the people that were accused.
On ground that you people eat his dog.
When we went to the police station, we were marginalized. We brought bread to the court with our statement, written statement.
So then listen to the statement you provide to the police.
The statement for me, we provided to the police. We told them that it is true that we ate dog yesterday.
If I hit door, you people ate?
It will not hit door.
So which one the door you people ate?
The door we ate, we bought the door from West Point, from one of our friends. And in fact, the door that we ate, it was a door that was killed in the net town and the guy roasted the door.
Then you put two police investigators that you put bought a door from West Point. And then when you put were told, let go West Point, you put couldn't identify the person you put bought the door from.
We went to West Point. In fact, before going to West Point, we went to his Whitney Hall and the person was not provided. So what we did, we went to West Point. When we went to West Point,
the person who claimed that you put brought doors to them to court?
For sure, the person was not provided. It was later on the person came. When we went to West Point, the guy that we bought the door from, we could not find him. Probably he gone to a normal business. He's a human being.
You're claiming that this is not the first time you put killing his dog.
That's a false allegation. If at all we go to the law and he proved all guilty, we will willing to be facing justice. But if we go to the law and we are not found guilty, we'll sue a lawsuit against him. Yes.
Even though you put a dog, but it was not his dog.
For sure, we know Mr. Peter's dog.
But then why you think he leveled any allegation against you people?
The reason for which they made is level allegation against us. Yesterday, when we went to his house, because his brother in question, OK Davis, that brought us here, have $50 United States for me.
And you refused to pay the money?
He refused to pay the money for me.
So based on that, he claimed that you put the one that ate his dog.
For sure. When the police and myself went to the house yesterday, for he to promissory note that he will pay my money next month, May. After we left on that, he was claiming that the time we left on that, it was the time his dog got missing. So that is, when we left on that, we left along with the 2 police officers. So we are not the only one that will be accused. Then that is the 2 police officers who were accused that we all carried the dog along.
Who are already admitted that you people can eat dog. Why are you people always eating domestic animals?
For me, I eat dog because from my tribal background, we don't have any law. And dog is for meat. When you
tribal background,
I'm a grown man.
You grow people eat dog.
Grow people, I can tell you that grow people eat dog. But a human being can eat dog. What a pet man, give me man. I have a law of eating dog. So it level me to create my own law. Say I can eat dog. But I'm a human being, I choose to eat dog.
So your law is to eat dog.
I don't have law on eating animals. I eat all animals. One, it is eating by human being. I can eat it.
So you can eat snake too.
Even snake, I can eat snake.
You can eat cat.
I can eat cat.
You can eat rat.
I can eat rat.
But you eat dog.
I eat dog.
You did not eat his dog.
I did not eat Mr. Peter's dog. Neither any of my friends ate Mr. Peter's dog.
And you are confident that you can prove yourself innocent in court.
For sure. Yeah, off.
So you don't eat no other animal besides dog.
Eat all animal that eatable by human being, as I said to you, except when I choose not to eat it.
And you don't have no regret in eating dog.
For sure.
Out of here, where I'm Gabriel Sibo, Lipu Faro. The road I am facing today, I almost look like what I bereaved. Yeah, wow. Feeling bad. Reason being is that they rode through the bar road, we get in our facility. Left that interest. They rode in our interest, the bar road, and the only way we can get less on here for the image I get on it for ourselves. But now see you're facing the road. And when you're facing the road, we'll not be getting something. Then suffering will come to us. And now small suffering will come in on a tree. Money will walk for themselves. But every day we can't each car give you 250, each truck give you 2,500. Truck passing your car give you 500. The motorbike give you 150. At the end of the day, we can get about 10, 15, 20,000 a day. So I think in our community Thursday now we got good something there. Like even say renovate our community pump to be our town hall to do some toilet baying and things. But now you're facing a road. How will we be generating money? So the facing on the road, a bad dream to us. Yeah, we're feeling bad. Because after facing the road, what will be benefiting? What will get a job to do to be getting such a money?
It's fair because
it's not fair to them, but me, that happiness to me.
And to them, it's fair
because I benefit from myself.
Government, they store the money, passing from my house.
I benefit from myself.
They will pay. I want money.
So I enjoying it.
I want money.
You spoiling my house.
You spoiling my house. You give me the money, I buy my back where I eat because no work. Yeah. Let me see. I can get where to get because I have.
Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man.
How you get bring her to go see to the maintenance too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post too.
Yeah. He said I'm join to go see to the web maintenance too. To get money to the store that will go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
And how can the police catch you now?
The police people. Before the man call me back. Now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man called me.
We got money for you. I want your money. Y'all keep your money.
Call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You live for your working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man?
I almost look like what
for me to explain for you to understand. Then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the net now.
When the man call me in the net, he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message you want to give you what tea?
Tea. Have milk tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of bread.
With egg inside?
With egg inside. My butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So they fully make you now. You carry that so you can go convince your friend.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going where car. So one of my friend called me.
Yeah, they see me going now.
Yeah.
I was and I keep on the road. I was saying I was in a bush at our era. I was saying because the way she was taking care of me, it was not to myself the fashion. So I told her that she would send me to my people. I had when she sent me back in a village.
How old were you when it came for you from here?
Actually, to me, I was not know ya.
You were small.
Yeah, I was small.
What they said to your mom that convinced her to let you go to Monrovia?
They tell my mom like I will be going to school. She will do all necessary things I need. She will do it for me. At last, she never do it. Me let them wanna encourage them like the school business, but she didn't do it.
She didn't send you to school.
She don't say where I sit there. I don't even know what they call classroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me, what are some of the work that you've been doing in the morning? When you wake up in the morning, what do you do?
In the morning, I wake up. The first thing I obey will be the first I face it before getting outside to brush my teeth. I face a bathe from there, putting dirty dishes outside to wash it. When I bake all her own children, when I finish with it, I say, oh, but money, I get bad on me. You're supposed to send me to school, my friend, and get me going. I get jelly blind going to breathe that I will be very shameful to me.
Right.
So you got to send me to school. Every blessing that she's sending me to school, I get rich. Every day I go into the classroom, I get sit down there. She get
bring her to go to
I got senior.
Yeah.
You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me.
You know, sometimes some people sit on a particular platform, and this is the reason why the argument is going to get big this few times. Because look,
it's against my faith. I can.
Agostina.
I don't want to do it.
Agostina.
Yeah.
You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. If you talk to somebody and they tell you, say, oh, because I'm more, you don't do it, don't put me in any situation I can handle.
I don't talk to anybody, boy.
No, okay, you ain't got to do it. What you do for me? Let's just go to the lady tomorrow morning. We'll see her. That's all. You ain't got to do anything.
Yeah, I can.
Agostina.
I don't want to do it.
Agostina.
Yeah.
You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. If you talk to somebody and they tell you, say, oh, because I'm more, you don't do it, don't put me in any situation I can handle.
I don't talk to anybody, boy.
No, okay, you ain't got to do it. What you do for me? Let's just go to the lady tomorrow morning. We'll see her. That's all. You ain't got to do anything. Yeah?
Yeah, for what now?
Agostina, don't put me in any situation I can handle. Where yeah?
At the station.
All right, I'll come in for you after the so we can go see her, yeah?
So do what now?
Not doing anything. We'll just go and see her.
I don't do anything, but I can't back into it. I can't afford it.
Agostina, then it will not be for me.
Not a job budget. And somebody come and stand in front of me and say, represent
so much for the time tonight.
It's
Now,
a service to you.
I still want to go to the point of saying these things.
are you following the terrorist because
Currently, as we speak, the government have not been informed. And President George, we are talking about 100 days deliverable. Let me say, President Bwaka talks about 100 days deliverables. You people needed to work on issues to it, and no cars hitching here and there. The video CC is catching on. There are a lot of things happening in government. People appointing people, and people trying to withdraw names here and there. The government itself has not taken the kind of phase it ought to take. And in the wake of all of this, we hear about the economic crimes. Are you worried that the government has not really taken shape yet in a way that you people will start working on the rescue mission?
Truly, AB and all listeners, I'm not worried about whatever they are doing concerning the so-called war crime. It will never be here. It will never be here. I'm worried about the blunders we start to make so early. How dare we appoint a police director or RG before the Minister of Justice? How? The thing that happened in King George should not happen. They will have taken the appropriate action.
Okay.
We should have put into place the labor minister, into play the justice minister, the investment commission chairperson, all those entities responsible for this kind of thing happening in King John. They would have gone to hear the people's plight and resolve it before it went on air. There was nobody. We got an inaugurator and not even prepared to form government. You appoint, you nominate, you withdraw. You nominate, you withdraw. Are we prepared, really? I think we are, but we're taking some wrong steps. Take, for example, we call ourselves rescue missionaries, rescue team, on a rescue train, or in a rescue train. But we look at each other with this follow. We devalue each other. No respect because we are reached where we wanted to reach. Senator Prince Johnson was very perfect, very instrument in bringing victory. By ensuring that his people stood by him. But no one happy. They gave up petty job, we said, okay, no trouble we will take. They're going to be in the dance. One of our strong person that are powerful in key. They didn't get in job. I want to get make Papa Kua, Minister of Labor. Looking at this young man, what he did in Nimba, how tough he is in doing campaign, he gets about a position of Inspector General. That is a prerogative of the minister. The minister does that. That position is not a presidential nomination. But guess what? After the man was taken by Papa Kua to be the Inspector General of the Labor Ministry, and the Nimba people all know about it. He put on the internet, Facebook, everywhere, people dancing, his family happy. Somebody will be the woman boycott camp when I told the people in the mansion, you want that job, by all means. If you don't get that job, you will commit suicide. That's the true ladies I'm telling you.
Wow.
So they gave him letter, though it's not a presidential nomination, but they gave him letter from the mansion to put fear in the Minister of Justice and the Minister of Labor. But the Minister of Labor saw his letter, but Mr. Darius Weeby, I may help you, but the position which I gave it to you earlier is all on the Facebook. People in them are very happy and thanking Boyka. Even on Sunday, they thank Boyka for that nomination. They thank it so much. Pray for Boyka, pray for everybody. But just today, they are removing from that position and giving letter to somebody from the mansion that because he said they don't give him that job, he will kill himself. I don't think that they're going to go and commit suicide go to hell. Why are you killing us?
You mean they replaced Darius K. Wiamu?
Yeah, they replaced Darius.
And he was appointed by Councillor Cooper Crack.
He was appointed by Councillor Cooper Crack because that position is not a presidential nomination. So why did they replace him with somebody and give him presidential green letter? Why? What is happening? So our support for Mr. Parker, he telling again the people of Nimba. Technically speaking, because that position, the boy was very happy. We all happy. His family happy. Nimba is happy. We pray for Parker for using for thinking of this young man. You know, we are disturbed. Somebody can say you don't give me the job. We came and said, is that what you gave him green letter? Oh God.
But that's a petty job. You are talking about ministerial positions. How come now you are speaking about inspector positions and things that means you are coming too low?
All the ministerial positions have been shared. All the bigger portion of the electorate have been shared among them. Oh, Nimba technically MDR. Let me say MDR. MDR was the one that went to Nimba at the Nimba party before we came out. There's only Kupakwa. Women pay. It's from Nimba, it's from UP. The Bush vote is from Nimba, but it's from UP. You see?
Wow.
So MTR got nothing on the minister job, one more minister. The same job where they, former president where they, he gave us post office, I said we're posting letter. We're posting letter now. It's the same thing. But we appreciate, we will not make noise. We know the over, you work 40 years. 79 years old, sometimes you get fatigue. So the brain can get fatigue too.
You said the brain what? The brain gets what?
They get tired. Sometimes you get fatigue. So the brain can get fatigue too.
You said the brain what? The brain gets what?
They get tired.
Oh, the bring guest. You knew this bring was going to get tired anyway. You know exactly.
What happened to you as a 9-year-old? Sometimes you get fatigue. So the brain can get fatigue too.
You said the brain what? The brain gets what?
You get tired.
Oh, the brain gets tired. You knew this brain was going to get tired anyway. You know exactly.
What happened to you accept it. I want to say.
Yeah, but the issue there is you had expected that indeed Jeremiah Kun was being consulted along the way. Are you thinking that Jeremiah Kun is consulted in the wake of some of these things that are happening?
I'm not in the natural where I'm not speaking much. I try to avoid him because they might do the executive where we do our legislative function. But from what I see, my analysis, my observation, my inside intelligence, who do me that?
Okay, let me say good evening to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God as always. And we come with smiles always because God has always told us that in all we do, we should be able to give him thanks and praise. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we attend tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. But that sorry does not in any way means that we regret our actions. So in these dying times, these restful moments, as we are moving on as a people, the Freedom Cash giveaway continues right here with me, and with over 40 persons to win tonight again. Yeah, I'm certainly going to do that, so that you can all join and celebrate with me like it had always been. And tonight I want to say thanks to all of you. This country is an interesting country. I sensed in the tunes, the congratulatory messages, they kept coming. Finally, together today, we have closed the chapter. That chapter exam was taken sometimes on the 23rd. And let me just announce to you people that, there were times that when Jesus wanted to have private time with his father, he would tell his disciples, just stay right here while I go down there to go pray. So he would distance himself from them. It is not that they could disturb him. He would have told them to be attentive, but there were times he wanted quiet time and he was going for a resort. That's why he could do so. And when I announced to you people the last time that I was going for a break, 2 weeks break, the purpose of that break was today, the result you got today, because I knew for sure. You remember, we had not sat the exam yet for the second time, and people were already lying and said that we sat it for the second time and failed. And everything really points to the fact that we are just a force to reckon with in this country, especially when it comes to the truth. They don't hate me. They hate the truth. They dare decide to join them and lie. They will like me. They don't hate me. They just hate the truth. So when you understand, so I always like to draw a line between me and the things I say or the things I do. They don't hate me as Abraham Williams. No. They just hate the things I say. And I just believe in the things that I say. I'm not saying it to please any specific person. So the day I tried to join them, I say this because if you check around you, you see them going against Yege Koloba today. Huh? Yeah. They used to love him. They didn't love him as a person in Yeke. No. They used to like the things he used to say. Because the things he was saying, it was there and jumping against other people. So they used to like it. They didn't like him as a person. Today, he had decided to go the other way around. So you see, the same people have shifted. And I'm not the kind of person I'm going to shift because I think I want for you to like me. That thing can't work with me. And I'm not going to shift because I think I want for you to approve me. It's not going to work. Because give me reason why I should really change, or give me reason why I should shift. Oh, because I'm afraid of you hurting me or insulting me. I beg you, go look for a different thing. Go look for a different thing to make me to change or shift. Or if you think I'm poverty, I'm able to live in poverty. I was born in poverty. I grew up in poverty. The level I to now say is by far better. So I don't even need to go. I don't need to extend anywhere else. No, I don't need to. So I'm prepared for this moment. And when I tell you people out of it, the last look, we were tricked. Do you know why God passed us through the poverty line? So that we will know what poverty is. Not that we know what poverty is, don't want to return there, but that we will know that that's a familiar terrain for us. A general the CDC are being opposition before, right? You put them back in up. That's a familiar terrain. Look, all along, God had been taking me up. I have never forgotten the fact that one day there's a time that people will come down. There's ups and down moment in life. I always thought about that. There will come times you'll get job. There are times you will not get job. There are times you'll get food. There are times you will not get food. So prepare yourself for the moment. That the day you get food, adjust yourself to the food time. The day you don't have food, adjust yourself to the time that you don't have food. That one makes some people can live their life in this country here. They can't be moved by anything. When good things come, they live with it. Bad things come, they live with it. They don't have time. But some of you, you program your life to good things ever in life. So as a result, oh God, anything that does not come good affects you. No, nobody's saying that anybody likes bad things, but you just got to adjust yourself that when it comes. That's when you hear the word people speak that BB what they call be content with what you have. Be content. That being content is when you reach, be content with your rich life. The day things happen some kind of way and you don't have it, be content with it as well. That's what it means being content with what you have. That is where we are. So you think people that, oh, we not prepare ourselves for that. We prepare ourselves. Me, I not get time for anything. Even if it costs for me to not get anything to adjust my children to go to school, I can tell that my daughter. My children, I want to tell them from that school, I tell them to go to the next school. That what I have. That the era ever. I don't get time. I will adjust. I don't have time. So that thing you get B&B passing around, doing all kinds of things and passing all over the place. Let me say congratulations, not to me, but congratulations to all of you. Look at the number of messages now on Facebook, on my page. I think I have over 3,000 comments already. And I just want to go. Look at how you people sat back. And for every negative things people said about me, look at the number of persons it used to really hurt, but it will say nothing. They sit back, they are hurt. They don't want to join the fray by responding. Then somebody be cursing them because they are not yet to come be the rude people. Then I don't get some of you look at that Facebook can make you say to put your mouth. Your mouth that looking like that. You're not even sound. That Facebook can make you to even put your mouth on an AB. When I rather stand for true in a sound play, person like you can't even come near me. So the Facebook thing, you know, that one when you post something, just waive your right to respect. Because people who not even you see some of them, you'll just be hurting your head for nothing. That one I go on Facebook, so now I really want to do some of my thing. I put it there and I turn my back. I don't have time for who can be comment because some of the human beings inside can be commenting. I put who can practically live with you. They don't have nothing for themselves. They don't want to be opening their mouths because they get Facebook. They're able to put data inside. You'll see there that kind of people there. So I get my sound people that they are sound and they are not in the business of. So when you get ready, you say, oh, Ebi, hire Nije, oh, yeah. You will not see my sound people coming up to come and respond to people then like, no character them. No, they don't go into that kind of phrase. They sit down and what? They are right. By the way you address me, the way you say things about me, they are right. But they will not come there to go, no, they are sound. They get important things. The day you hear good thing about Ebi, that the time you see all of them come out, and you see they now take over the Facebook now from you. You think I never have people? I get people. The reverend, the pastor, then who will not respond to your thing and that they won't comment on Facebook now. I get people. And it is because of them that one when you're thing and you few people that will not even know where around. When you're sitting and you're doing things and say, look at you one, you get people because you can't are rude. You're bunch of people, you're going yourself together to come misbehave rude. And my some people say, no, we're not coming to join their rudeness because we're not crazy. So we're not coming to take let the crazy people to carry us their way. So we don't allow that. That my some people been, and it is because of these people. No, let me tell you something. When I knew that the Bar Exam was coming for the second time, I knew that my people. No, that thing is non-issue. Look, Bar Exam is my private life. I failed. I'm a private life. I'm my own life. Any kind of thing. That one a personal issue. Ain't got nothing to do with. But the way you made it an issue, and my people were hurt by the kind of bullying you were going away. You're hurting your bullying and were hurting me. I beg you, yeah. There is nothing that I ever want to do in life that I never succeeded in. So that thing you're doing, that some of you have become failure. I have progressed now. I have passed that level. Where you're at now? You're still the same place. You're sitting now, you're even struggling about how to put your government in place or whatever. You're not even thinking about how to live up to your commitment and thinking that April when you buy a thing you're thinking about. You're messed up. You don't even have focus. Just sit there. But my sound people, they have come up now. They are happy. They are celebrating. They are wherever they are. And I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. Look, it is because of you people, as I went into my study period, that you people are worried about more than myself. Because I don't care. I can choose today to say, I want to be a lawyer. I will still be the best person in this country. I don't have to be a lawyer to be the best person in this country, to feed my family, to do anything. I've learned. I don't have to. So it's not about me. It's about, there are certain times you live your life now. You're not living it for yourself anymore. It's for the people who believe in you, who are being bullied and so forth. And then you just got to make them proud like you people are happy today. You celebrating it the most because it's all about you. You know why it takes for people to look at your personal thing and then take it and put it on their head and say, look, this is our own. We'll take this. This is it. How much of my passing will change any of my followers' life? It will not change their life, but they are happy. So when I went to study, in fact, in our study camp, when my friend used to be going to look for teen, I said, man, all in the camp here, but we'll fail. All fail. Number one, you will come up. So while you're going out here and there, I need to sit down and continue to study. I put myself indoors for completely 2 weeks. Because I told you, I say anything I want to do, I put my attention to it. I can do it to the best of my ability, and I'll always come up with a result. I told you people, you think I had something I want to do? I'm not, look, anything I want to do, I do it. At election time, I took the country business, I put it on my head. So I did what I did. Yeah, I may not have had too much focus on the by-election, on the by-test, and I did fail. Yeah, no problem. But at least where we are now, that's something that I know that I will pass. But my country comes first. So I put all my energy and zest and everything in my country at the time. That's where my focus was. Now my focus turned to the bad test. Now the way I made my focus, because you people made my focus, you didn't know that you were helping me. And I didn't just go pass bad test. So I say, if even I will pass, let me be a mom. So the person who top came at 86. I think the second person came at 84 something. Then I came 83. I didn't just go say, I wanted to prove to you something that I tell you, say when I want to do something, when I put myself inside, I don't just come down lightly. That's just life. Anybody can achieve anything once you put your time in it. So don't just laugh at people if some of them get family problem. The public test. Sometimes you go to the public test. Either your husband made you vex or your wife made you vex. Certain things affecting you, it disturbs you. You go, you fail. Then they say you don't. How is that possible? There are factors, variables that can influence your decision up, your thought at the time. Because the thing about tests is about your IQ, putting it, constructing it. So some people of us, we may not be our focus. They are thinking about what thing I can do on Facebook. You are doing other things that they are focusing on, maybe election result or so forth. There, how the campaign activities will be going on, all the kind of things. I have a debate. So now that is where we are. So don't just laugh at people when you hear them fail. No, they are not bad. It's just that maybe they never had much focus on that thing that day. And something may have influenced it, not intentionally, not that they're useless or they unserious or so forth here and there. No, that's not what it is. But that is what it is, and people will always do it. So I'm just happy for all of you that you're happy. I'm very much happy for you that you're happy. And a brother of mine, and Isaac W. Jackson, people be sending congratulatory messages, but one that really amused me is the one that came from Isaac W. Jackson. And so let me just read it. It's funny, but it's serious. So to celebrate with me on Friday, so please, you get yourself set, right? I got a good news from our partners in the Freedom Cash giveaway. Please try to play now. Play. I got a good news for you. Play now. I will tell you subsequently, but play now. Play now, or else I will not say the good news. Keep playing. The winners from today will get some kind of good news. And I can tell you for sure, you will get it now as I speak. So let me read this one here from Isaac W. Jackson, and this is what he says here. He says, he says, and okay, why is Isaac stop? Let me read Isaac Jackson. I'm even expecting, or why a problem? He say he always missing out on the time. So he says, congratulations, my dear brother. I hope those who viciously criticize you then will now muster the courage to congratulate you on your solid academic achievement. I will add teasingly that they encourage Boakai to up his Blamado's degree. Anything short of this will make them less credible and hypocritical. He concludes and says this. Additionally, let them call on empty Scott. Empty Scott door. Empty Scott Taylor email. I said, Jazzy, you why you for all the time to emulate your brilliant example. Bravo, brother. Congratulations, message here over. It Taylor, man. You know, I'm all of you, brother. Do I get skis or that? But again, we are getting there. And we'll certainly get there. No matter what the circumstances are, we God. And this life, we are certainly getting there. And I just like you people. You are great people. So I want to say thanks to all of you for your support. I must admit, your prayers and everything. And thanks to all of my friends who passed, Ibrahim Tengbe, and we have Brian, we have Alimatu, and Lelele, who all the noise was about. She put in her time and everything. She was able to stand tall up. And I remember Ben Wama, and of course of the Armed Forces of Liberia. And I want to say congratulations, several of you, and John Clement, and so forth, here and there, all of you. Great people, great people. I want to say thanks to all of you. These are great people that made it through today. And I think Ziama Poto, what's up? How's everything with you, my son? My dear son, how's everything with you? I hope you're doing so great. These are the great guys who made it. And Wifo and Moifi. And Moifo has up everything. Moifo Jala has everything, chief. The man from LRA. The man say he enter you off it. Everybody say, hey, of the that thing. The LRA people there, or everybody else in your office say, why you can't be together everywhere we are in this country? You stop it. That thing they can give people struggle. You stop thinking about me too much. You're thinking about your country. You're thinking about your country. You forget about AB saying anything in your personal life. I can choose not to go to school anymore than my life. I don't want to feed it. That means my family will feed it. It got nothing to do with your economy. It got nothing to do with your XYZ. Yeah. So let us just what they call it. Let us make sure that what they call it. So please, the cash and giveaway is also up. And so we're going to celebrate with me tonight. And I'm going to get pretty close. In fact, I'm increasing it up to 15 winners for tonight. Yeah, we'll do that. 15 winners for tonight. I will increase it up to 15 winners for tonight. Any kind of way I want to do it. Yeah, we'll do it. So I've already talked with the partners. So the chances are now wide. So you can play better now. Star 79 hatch. And then you go down to Freedom at 11. Boom. You get there. You get into the draw. And then I'll be able to do the draw anytime. And but I'll give you the news. The good news. I will give you that. But you got to play first before I give you the good news. And those people who will play tonight, they will get the good news. And I think for sure we'll certainly get there. All right. I always let you get your good news. I left for all of us to celebrate together. So the window for winning is very wide for tonight. And I think some of you who had always struggled, now you have an opportunity to have an extended and an opportunity to win. And that's what we are doing here. So thanks so much to all of you. And I must say, I thank all of you who supported me along the way. Your pieces of advice, some counselors, some lawyers, they were all concerned about me. People who followed me. I want to say thanks to all of you. I want to say thanks to the examiners. But let me tell you this before I close the chapter on this, then we get to our issues. So I had gone for the interview, and then on the day of the interview, the second interview, my first interview, I must admit here that the letter I even wrote, the letter of application I wrote, The way the examiners who interview me, that's why you say I never caused noise over that whole bias and thing. I just left it like that. It was not good. So let's leave that. Then on this other interview, when I went, I wrote a very fine letter because only application letter we needed to carry. So I carry. Then the chief, the chief of the examiners, and former Associate Justice Gladys Johnson. So she was able to ask me questions. He said, "What brought you here?" I say, "I'm here because I failed." She said, "Why you fail?" I said, "I failed because I didn't just meet up with the expectations of the examiners." She said, "Okay, good." She said, "What made you think we're not able to fail you?" Then I gave an answer. And at that point, everyone else bursted up in laughter. But she again called for quietude. And she said, "Now you are talking like a lawyer." Then everyone began to laugh. She said, "Now you are talking like a lawyer." Everyone began to laugh. Then she said something, and I will share that with you, and you'll pray with me. When people ready to bless you, when all people ready to bless you, it can come. Sometimes those statements will come once. You will never hear it in your whole life again. There is a retired justice. She said, "No, don't listen. I'm very serious." She said, "Your answer just now just demonstrates that you will go far in your lawyering. You'll go too far." She said, "Your answer just now that you just gave, you'll go too far in your lawyering. And trust me, I'm very serious." She put a serious face to it and all. And said, "No matter what it is, try your best and pass. But if you do, even if you don't make it in this test, I can assure you that you'll go far in lawyering. And one day you will say, even if I'm dead and gone, your wife will say, no, you will live to see me become that person." She said, "You will one day become somebody who's very fantastic." I can tell you that. You know, people just like people deportment and so forth here and there, all the kind of thing. It can make you to look kind of weird. People can fail interview, people, whatever it is, you can even fail or everything they look at it. It's possible. So I want to say thanks for your prayers. That's a blessing that God can put on people like us through your prayers and things that you're up for people. So we want to say thanks to you people so much. But they because and it is true, it's not possible because the way they can draw their test, then the way they can do their thing, they don't even know your name or whatever it is that normal they can use to correct their papers and things. They don't know you from anywhere. They can't even see you or whatever it is. So it's quite difficult that anybody can just. So we just leave it like that. And we'll say, and thanks so much to all of you for your prayers and support that you have given. Now, a lot of things are happening in the country that we would like to talk about. Today, something happened. And I would just like to share with you that something happened. And people have said a lot. And people have said a lot, and I would just like to be blunt on a couple of issues. You see, some of the things that when we talk all of the time, you will come and say X, Y, Z, and I want to talk about the war crime code issue here. They are living there yet, and so forth. But let's come to the Liberia mentality, especially people who tend not to appreciate anything ever in life. So I was talking with a friend today, and the friend said, you know, last night I was checking out on Facebook, and I see people showing me pictures about the boot that to that area there, what they call, you know, yeah, this country is an interesting country. A big, my junior brother, he's not nobody big brother to me, that junior brother, whom I thought was somebody who was going to be sincere or so forth here and there, took that thing and started talking about how Joseph Boakai went and dedicated that boot. That boot has something there about Joseph Boakai to dedicate. What's the sound of that? If you have several of those boots around, mounted in places, and then you say, look, all the boots that we see here, the symbolic opening of it going to be at this one place, will believe what you people are saying. But you're so fake to the extent that so lies you people carrying all over the place. And you see, the reason we will not stop talking is when you do these lies, you are telling those of us who are also having stake in this country that we are stupid, we are crazy. That's why we'll not stop talking. This is our country. I had a brand new today. Today that what? Today the 10th? No, today not the 10th. That the 10th will be baby 2 more. Baby is great. Baby should come and live in lies. Look, we'll debunk all of the lies that you're on here because baby must born, and baby is born, and baby must hear the truth, and baby must live among people who are truthful. Some of your children and our children will go to school, the same school. The lie you have put in them, they will engage our children and will put a lie in them. And because we don't want them, that's why we are doing it. A friend of mine or somebody called me on Facebook and said that his little son, he showed me the little boy who should be in the neighborhood of maybe 7 or maybe 5 or 6 years, something like that. He will be reminding his father, said, Daddy, you're not listening to Uncle AB today. This is what children, that you see what we are doing in this country. So that kind of lie, big people in there, when you will come and sit and want to deceive people. You don't know it was disgraceful yesterday. Let me tell you a scenario. You know, for everything I talk about here, first of all, let me announce that the president of the former president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency and Dr. George Manuel Weah, for the first time following the election, and I visited the party headquarters today. He was greeted by Nathaniel Fangalo McGill, other party faithfuls, and that of Jefferson Koji. He went there, and I think other partisans went there and they met with him today. So he has begun his consultations with these people, trying to look at issues and see. Now, that's why it is. We'll talk more about those kind of things there subsequently. Let me tell you, me, I'm ready for you now. Me, I get that for anything you want to do now. And you go put out that kind of thing. You call it a project that you're feeling dedicated. Could you imagine? That's shameful, disgraceful. At least if you say a boot, you get several thousands of it. How can you be having several thousands of something that you only get one that you come? That's a blatant lie. I was passing that place day before yesterday night. I saw the post scrubbing the floor in the night. Do you know? I said, but what is going on here? Not knowing they were preparing that place for Joseph Boga to come dedicate it in the morning. Shamefully. Let me tell you something. There is during the campaign period, the only time I was able to leave town and follow the CDC was when President Weah was leaving. Former President Weah was leaving Montserrat and then going to Nima County. So he passed through to Bon County. So I was in Sarala. I waited for the convoy in Sarala. President Weah was supposed to dedicate a market structure in Sarala. So I stayed back and the convoy passed and branched into the marketplace. I don't know what the market structure name. But when George Weah went there and saw the market, George Weah was discouraged. He didn't stay there. Before I could branch in thinking that it was going to be an elaborate program, Bro Weah said that thing does not represent me. How you can't tell me to come dedicate the kind of thing and say that project? George Weah left from there and turned around the whole convoy. As I was going, the convoy was passing by me and going Bon County. I had stopped right there because I can't be chasing them like that. I really wanted to see that actual aspect that they talk about. Right? So George Weah turned around and said that thing does not represent me. I can't dedicate a thing. You have a project, right? You calling me to a market structure and I see the thing here does not represent. Why you can take people to be? That's why you see every project we are dedicated were state of the art and they were up to the task. There was no project that we had that was just substandard. He's a man of substance. He's a man of standard. He's a man who believes in whatever he thinks that should be good for the people should be something that he himself, he will have to enjoy it as well. It's not like Robert Selene who were building sports park then all over here that they knew that their children then couldn't go to. The only area that he really fixed well was the BYC field because he had a football field that you were want to go in there. When Robert Selene, what happened to the BYC field is damaged today. Weah did not do that. Everything Weah did were things that he himself felt that he could use, that he was very proud of. So you're going to carry the paper to that place there and shamefully. They are sitting there flying around with it. Then the most shameful part again was last night. They went, I don't know what thing Gregory then did down there, went and make the police station let to come on. Those guys took that police station something and said, yeah, you see, Joseph Boga about to cheat the country. Could you imagine that? Is that what you are? But look, You have gone nowhere. So the deliverable you are talking about, how road we're not coming to Hish or car we're not coming to Hish. You're supposed to be giving up pictures now of machines in reverses going down grading the road, or because we're not asking for quota. No, because you say the road will be pliable and then cars will not be Hishing. At this time, the picture that we are expecting for you now that you will be showing now more that boot now. That light that was showing, I said, look at the light looking. Look at how the police station looking. So light. So when George Weah decided to post street light, the station in Boulevard today, Police Academy area, and where people voted against George Weah, the whole Boulevard road today, people don't even go home. They sit there whole night. They merry-make. In fact, that's one of the hottest lane now. People are economically benefiting down there because Weah has carried light. We are carried light there. Today, that low lights were being celebrated. What were you people saying? What were you people saying? The light yourself using today, what were you people saying at the time? You see, when people are sycophants, that's what it is. It haunts you. We were saying that these things are tangible, right? You say it was not. And I dare you, that road that you're doing there, so that road and not your road. Look, y'all go look for your own project and start it and go on with it. We're not talking about, at least when a project that George Weah signed onto, and then your what they call it, we can agree you will take the credit on that because I want a blueprint, right? So George Weah gets some blueprints. When you execute the blueprints, you can take credit on it. But you can't take credit on that road yet. RIA road now blueprint. Though. Blueprint means nothing has started and there's a draft. That's what we call blueprint. So when George Weah then came, the so blueprint all over. That what did that EAW road now somebody want a special project for Weah. So the dedication of that project, if Bwaka is really somebody who call it, he will call Weah and then say, Weah, come and dedicate your project, yeah. That your own project, they come and dedicate it. At least come and be ready. But the way he heard Weah business, say he first with Weah, he don't even want to see Weah anywhere. Now that Weah, who respect former President Ellen Johnson, said if everywhere he is and he sees Ellen thing them and then get ready, he goes there, he gives Ellen the credit and say this, that. Just watch it. On a day, that EAW road that is, in fact, not part of it. Because they already taking the roundabout to EAW Junction and they say that Bwaka doing it and Allah. That Weah project. Bwaka project that hand pump. Said the hand pump, hand pump the last time. That Bwaka project. Bwaka project that they boot. That you see where you saw that Bwaka project. So we are calculating Bwaka projects now in 100 days. So you will not tell us your 100 days not start yet because you start dedicating projects already. So the 100 days have started. So anything you do now, the 100 days have started. We're not giving you any excuse. Since you can go and take those boot there, now those cell phone boots, look at what the boots say. They say that they say it will be tracking traffic, it will be doing the what kind of la thing you can just be on. So you see, this country, we have suffered in this country. Lack of love for one another that what can lead us to just denigrating everything about it until we ourselves, when we say your clothes ugly, then you can't go sit down outside on the clothes you wear, say the neck is big and so terrible thing, and because you make people to look at you. Nobody's going to be looking at anybody for the kind of clothes you wear. But when you open your mouth on me, AB, and you say, look at the kind of clothes that you wear, you know what you're doing? You're bringing attention to yourself. Because tomorrow you go wear your own clothes and people will look at you. But nobody's going to look at anybody for wearing any clothes that they want to wear. You want to wear, you wear it. But when you start opening your mouth now and condemning other people, then everyone start looking at you. So you should have yourself to blame. You're God ready, you're condemn everything that ever happened in this country. Today, that police station like your one show, that the horror dating and you're dedicating now, the ring about to start. The signs are there. We are even hearing that in the Southeast ring has started there already. You should be telling us that they're grading the road already. That the thing that the picture that we're expecting. You should be telling us that rice prices are coming down already. You should be telling us that. You should be telling us that, Bwaka has already met with so foreign partners over here and there doing SYZ. You should be telling us those kind of things. What your problem in this country? You just think we are fools? So I don't kind of thing now you want for people like us to sit down and then close our mouths. Then you say, AB, look for your dry rice to eat. I will not be somebody who will look for my dry rice to eat. Because I will eat that dry rice and I will not be happy. You know why I will not be happy? because my country is nasty, my country is dirty, my country is going down the drain. Eating my dry rice does not solve my problem. I want to live in a country where an environment is the aroma of the environment alone can make you well. Look, why you think people can get sick in America and other places? Because when you enter the street, you just start getting well. I left from here with sickness. I went Turkey. I didn't take medicine. I left from here with sickness. I went Turkey. The sickness just vanished. No, you can just be well. You can see the people coming. You see their lip, they just getting pink. You're getting look like the kind of the environment the people live in. It makes them. That is why it is. Why are you people problem in this country? Why you will not think that I'm say that is every your business go eat a dry ray and what kind of thing that? Your whole 100 days, we are still looking around to see what you're starting with. Based on what you said in your 100-day burger said about things prices, you're going to look at that here and there, nothing has happened. The next time we saw that Imi Mura go league, he go on the other side to go look for a job for somebody to say that kind of thing they were on. What thing happening? Look, Mr. President, me, I've always told you I let your business. But you see, the people around you just think that people like us not let you. On a Boaka, nobody should think that I never want to see anything good come from out of Boaka. Why will I not wish for good thing to come from out of Ambassador Boaka when I know that that good thing I will benefit from it? And I like that, and I like you people. Now, if you were to ask me the question, the way the thing is happening around the paper, I'm really sorry for him. I'm sorry for him. I just feel for him. That now, and I have really feel for him. Because the reason I'm feeling for him, because it's affecting my growth. And perhaps he get good heart. But like Prince Johnson say his brain decay. I don't know why you say the brain decay. He said that. Then say the brain what? He said no, not decay. That he said the man brain decay. Let me go listen to Prince Johnson. He say, "Boga brain decay." He said decay. I say what? He say no. What did he say about the brain again? He said the man brain decay. He said the man at 79-year-old. The man days that he brain decay. So he said. He just get one. Tell Boga something, but he can be worried about. He said, you know what video you get? Well, so that you can really want to something, but yeah. The baby don't joke. So I know, the baby don't joke with that. That listen to him small. I think that brain decay era. He said, you know, the man 71-year-old and so forth, you know, when you read RA, your brain decay. That decay. Yeah. You know when they say your brain is decaying, that means your brain getting ratty. You know that thing that the people will say, oh, you want to listen to that part? Okay,
you know, sometimes you get fatigue. So the brain can get fatigue too.
You said the brain what? The brain gets what?
We know the over you work 40 years, 79-year-old. You know, sometimes you get fatigue. So the brain can get fatigue too.
You said the brain what? The brain gets what?
You get tired.
You are going to get tired anyway. You know exactly.
What happened to you, accept it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the issue that they say you bring it decay. Then when I'm pressing that, I said, you bring it one day. He said, no, it can get tired. So why is it that bring getting tired? So why were you both somebody in power who bring any time? See, so what is Jesus, this country is an interesting country. You say your brain decay. You are getting old. You say your brain decay, yeah. So let's agree, right? That tire is it. So, didn't we know that this brain was going to get tired and the brain has already tired? Jeremiah said that sitting that the papa will be finished. His brain, he can't just make it. That the tiredness there, that is sitting there, Prince Joseph talking so now. Right? So,
Yeah, a country, an interesting country. I let you people. Yeah. Then you can say, if you can really let a job. Me, I will let my job like this. Eh? I let my job, oh. I let my job that way. You know, we have said these things over and over. You will struggle. Now, what may you think I will go against any bad thing in this country? I can't. And why may you equally think I will support any good thing in this country? I can't. Right? So where you think I will get it? And if I choose not to support any good thing in this country, and I also choose to support any bad thing in this country, who's going to be hurt? I'm going to be hurt. That's your thought. But I have chosen good over evil. So as a result of that, everything else that's happening, that you see you're dedicating, you're doing this one, you better start with it. Then one of these things will not spare you for it. Though. That what country you're playing with you for? Look, if you think you will come here and then decide to shift our country in any form and manner, it will not hold. Because people like us, we are here. So let's understand our medical doctor. How can I practice as a medical doctor if my country is not sound? Military personnel. You see what's happening now? Every other system here and there. That's one. Let's leave that one there. Let me come to the second one, which of course will capture and something. And let's see again. Instead of you doing your thing that you want to do, work and start something, and I like it. Why do I send this thing here to read it good so that you will be able to get it? I want to send you something. I want to read something. They said that the president of the Republic of not they said, but the president of the Republic of Liberia has issued Executive Order 126 talking about asset recovery. It reminds me about we as administration. We had the asset recovery team as well. And the asset recovery team as well, right? And we'll tell you what happened to that asset recovery team. What were some of the challenges that were there? So the asset recovery team. Where is the stuff? In fact, oh, my man Patrick Soa. Patrick Soa, what's up? Long time, oh. Hey, you are calling me today. Wow. Patrick, I will let you host you someday. Yeah. And I think for sure. And so I think for sure we are certainly getting there. Let me see here. I want to share with you guys something. And okay. So that is all I'm looking for here. So I'm trying to look for it from my people there. I send it to. Okay, I think I send it to somebody. Yeah, somebody. Oh, there's a order. Why did I put this thing? I read it out to somebody today. Wow. Somebody please send it to me on WhatsApp again. I think I lost track of it. I want to read something there. I want to read something. There, I'm not seeing where I sent it and who I sent it to, so I'm still struggling. Some of my students, please try to help me with it quick. I want to read it now. The executive order, I want to read something on it. I did read it today somewhere. I think I sent it to somebody. All right, so I think, I should be able to access it if I have it. Oh, it's serious. All right, yeah, wait. I can't get it. That's a pretty good phone there, man. Oh man, Amon Vincent brought me the phone here for me to be sophisticated about it. He not teach me all the sophistication because he is there. He don't even know where to. It was busy, you know about it. You can just dash it on me. I must say I don't know about it too, so I can just dark call inside. Now I'm struggling with it now. So what do we do? These documents, all right. Okay. I say I should send it to me WhatsApp in Word. I don't want anybody to send it to me something. What do you call it? I say send it to me. I say picture. I say PDF. I say send it to me in Word, and I want it in Word. All right. Let me see something. Okay. I'm seeing my notes here. No, that's my notes I want. My God. Anyway, we are getting there. All right, so let me see. Oh, my people in the New Georgia Gulf, we're going to be having our Jamboree from the 14th, 15th. Yeah, 2 days Jamboree in New Georgia Gulf. Yeah, all the old people were coming back together now. Yeah, our Jamboree. We're going back there to go do this something. All right, so I don't want a picture component of this thing, man. I did, yeah. So, President Bwaka today, okay. There was something I saw, and I just want to just share with you. Like I told you people, I want the okay, good. Executive order right here. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Who's this? And Boko Koya. Thank you so much, Boko. I appreciate it. I got it now. So let me open it up so that we all read it. Right? So it is right here on this very die. This is my issue. And let me tell you all the thing. I'm coming to critique this document. I'm critiquing it not on the basis of anything is about for the sake of this country. Because they talking about say, Kimo, you fly around with a general or something, what they call it, and they are decay. I don't know your brain decaying or what is happening to it. Your brain decay. Your brain decay or you're not decay. You're not decay. Wow, it's about to open. Good, brilliant. It opens. It opens. Okay, so let's go through the executive order. Now, to just talk about it as you are out there, let me just talk about it. The executive order is here. The executive order is right here. So let me just share with you what it is. Keep playing your catch up, so I tell you I get good news for you. And I told you, what do you call? More people winning tonight. And I always told you people, I want to talk about thing again. Do it. So the executive order is here. Let me explain it to you. Because it's in there, that what we used to do and what we got to continue doing. Anything that comes from the executive need to be explained to you so that you, the Liberian people, know what is happening, how is it happening, why is it happening. It's very important that we talk about it, which is very important. Like I said, the 100 days going on. They're not doing anything. Government is not yet fully. They just there putting name, taking name. In fact, what I even understand now, everyone taking their own name, carrying it to World Trade Center. They just scan Bwaga on there. So anybody can stay in for you with any green letter. Look for security to be around you, bundle them out, and look. And you know how the program do people like this, they fan them like this, then they throw them away, bundle them out. People just collecting letter all over the place. They just carrying it. The other person will collect letter, they just scan Bwaga photo on the signature on the carry. That kind of look. Some of you who's supposed to make the country to low straight, you help us. Do the country for all of us. These are times when I don't wish bad for people because it has a negative reflection on all of us. And we always suffer. Look at what's happening now. The government got to sit down good. Everybody got to work together before team presidents can come down. Send a chakra down. Everybody just doing their own thing. Even salaries for them to get it. They're not even what they call. They're struggling. So they say that Walkranco establishment will bring them money. So everyone of them focusing on Walkranco. They got it. They got it hungry for truth. So you can't eat the government yet. No, we are struggling. That Walkranco, your project, Bwaga project, that Walkranco, that a project, and that a project going to solve pre-justice. You see, when we're telling you that Bwaga is very ungrateful, all of you were saying we agree. Nima people and all said they agree. Now the Bwaga project now is about to sell one of your sons and other people as well. The reason why we don't have time for it, let me tell you something. I support the establishment of the World Economic Crimes Code. I personally support it. And I said it. I said the way at that time the election No. The election was still ongoing. When those statements were being made, I made a very statement. I said, if even we were to win, the next thing we're going for is the Warrior Economic Crown School because of the statements people making. I said, I changed my whole position on it. I said it because people lost their lives during the course of the election. You tell people lives but just going in, people shouldn't pay for people who can. If people can kill people and nothing comes from out of it, tomorrow they will go sit down somewhere, they bring gun here, they just start killing people. These people have guns in this country. That's something I didn't tell you people, right? I'm coming to the executive order. Do you know that during the course of the campaign, these people brought guns in this country? I read the screenshot of the exchange. Gun then came in this country, Delone. They went for gun. The gun, I read all the. Do you know where it came from? It came from Guinea, right? Do you know why it came from Guinea? Guinea was willing to give in to Joseph Boakai then for them to evade Liberia if this election had not gone Joseph Boakai way. You know why? Oh, I'm about to tell you. When the Dumuya mayor took over in Guinea as president through a coup, George Weah said he's not going to support them, he's not going to recognize them. George Weah said he's not going to recognize them. So because George Weah said he's not going to recognize this man, that's how come now Joseph Boakai then decided to use this man as a witness to say, look, since George Weah not want to do business with you, we will be used as, we'll see you as our partner. We can work with you. And how you saw all the gun there, I will show you all, when you saw the Guinea flag and everything behind it, how it was happening. So when you saw George Weah giving in, because people were going to die, these people were ready. All the killing that you saw them doing, where were the guns coming from? Through Guinea. So you saw all the thing there, right? Because George Weah said he would not recognize the government right here because of coup. So they were willing to bring guns in this country here to kill people. So I personally support the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. Even if you put economic crime, they say War Crimes Court. I support it. But you see, why I'm supporting it, Boakai should not be the one to do that. And why is Boakai doing it? Because he's hungry. His government is hungry. Not him as Boakai is hungry. Boakai is well to do now. Nobody can say Boakai is struggling anymore. Boakai is well to do now. He's better off. Things are okay for him now. Boakai is rich. Boakai is the only most successful old man I've ever seen at his old age before he got rich. And he's going to die with really gold. In fact, a gold casket that old man will lay down in by the grace of God. Because all will die now. So that one, I'm wishing him for him to die, no. But yet, think where that will happen, they may get enough already stored. Today said, in fact, if you were to ask him now, a God were to ask him, say, are you ready now? He say, yeah, but the thing that you have done for me is enough. I'm even ready to go now. At least I'll leave something behind now. Katumu, where she is now. That woman there, she believed that she's the most successful person who will stay on if anything to happen, whatever, she's blessed. So that one on the issue. Let's get to the aspect of what they have done. So this is where we are, right? So the ungrateful part of it, that what happened. And Prince Johnson will pay for it too, because Prince Johnson was also ungrateful. Ungratefulness begets ungratefulness. So Prince Johnson was ungrateful to Weah's protection. He never knew that Weah protection for him was more important than money. Prince Johnson, your peace, your stability, the peace and stability of this country, that what we are always talking about, and that peace and stability also involved you. That was very important. And I want for you to, my papa know about that one. When they were at the ECOWAS, do you know why Prince Johnson doesn't go to ECOWAS again? At that time, they were about to arrest Prince Johnson at the ECOWAS parliament when he went there. At the time the people started the thing on Prince Johnson. So all that noise you see causing, so that one thing, the whole thing here is some kind of way, but let's leave that one there. As Edwin Melvin Snow, when they took the passport, Prince Johnson passport for him, it was George Weah that made intervention and said, no, I'm the head of the ECOWAS delegation. I can't be right here, that kind of thing happen. George Weah had to intervene And they gave back the old man passport. And how the old man came, he said, you're not going back down there again. You don't want to be part of ECOWAS team again because they attempted on him at the ECOWAS parliament. It was Weah who saved him. Then when Weah came back, because Weah was now president and knew what happened to him there, he believed that that would be something that they will have to bring on a Weah administration. Weah decided to provide every necessary protection and said, look, this old man is now a repentant person. The old man carried me to TB Joshua. The man is not a religious person. They may not even thinking about anything about war or whatever it is. Let us just focus more. You get any money, you help us. That will develop our country instead of talking about war, crime, all those kind of things. George Weah even elevated that at the UN. I went with George Weah at that time, 2019. That was my first and only trip I had with George Weah in the 6 years. 2019. And at that time I was with True FM when I went with George Weah. I was now with Freedom FM. I just say that government station. I was with Truth FM when I went with George Weah. That was the only and first trip I ever made with George Weah. George Weah elevated that at the UN and said that he's not prepared for that. Prince Johnson decided, let's agree that George Weah was not talking to you. Your peace and George Weah talking to you. Which one is more important? Let's agree that we are not giving you money. And George Weah protecting you from going through all kind of thing. The money you're looking for now, you got to go look for lawyers and start spending it. Now you will be spending. Which one is most important? Sometimes you look at the bigger picture. Out of that, you went away. Good. Cool. Who George Weah was supporting, George Weah was doing everything for. And so forth, he wanted all. He too decided to be ungrateful to Weah. So as a result, you can see the chain of ungratefulness now everywhere. Why? Cool will be ungrateful to Senator Prince Johnson for making him and supporting him and putting him to vice president position, because Cool will not go against what Bwaka doing. Bwaka is ungrateful to Senator Prince Johnson because of the ungratefulness is everywhere. So you see the cheat, you see how everyone is now bundled into one basket or into under one blanket of ungratefulness. Prince Johnson was ungrateful to Weah. Bwaka ungrateful to Prince Johnson. Jeremiah Cole obviously will have to be ungrateful to Prince Johnson as well. Everybody else ungrateful. Bwaka ungrateful. Everywhere you find ungrateful. It's not good. I've told you people that I've worked with people. Now, what you see, people that I work with, even Omen Sam Sanya, if I were to leave a station today and I go out, anybody talks anything negative about Omen Sam Sanya and they want for AB to be part of that to go do something, I say, I can't put my hand inside. I can't. Why you think in a courtroom, they provide room where lawyers, or in fact lawyers, or judges, or magistrates, they can recuse themselves if they think that there's a specific thing about a case that were there to do XYZ, the conflicting aspect of it, they will recuse themselves. You know what a recusal means? To take yourself, or not to put yourself in harm's way. That's what recusal is all about. Sometimes it is not about a party not satisfied with you presiding over that case. No. Sometimes it's about yourself, your conscience. You say, this case that has come before me, Austin, I'm a friend. We all worked at Freedom FM before. I know Austin has now appeared before me. So I'm not coming to come sit down and say, I will be right here to come. No. The best thing I can do, I will recuse myself from this case. You can't force me. The law will not force you. So recusal can be done voluntarily, and also it can be done involuntarily, meaning if a party believes that you have an interest in this person and they're able to justify that to the court, you can ask for that judge to recuse himself. Or if a lawyer is involved and you see certain conflicting issues here and there, lawyers can decide to say, no, the other case, I can't take care of it because people that what they call I'm conflicted already, I'll recuse myself. Do you know what recusal means? So that you have that moral standing. That you don't sound like you are ungrateful. That you don't be seen like an ungrateful person. That's why the windows are open. So that the reason is that to protect, to promote societal harmony. You don't want tomorrow you take a decision and all the family people then go against you. So you say, I don't want to be part of AI. I take myself from this case. Recusal. Amen. So, and because you don't want to be seen as you are ungrateful, that's why people do these things. So you have You know, and we my students say we call the other show here Chain of Ungratefulness. That a movie. In a movie there when you get Chain of Ungratefulness. Chain of Ungratefulness, that movie, you must make look. You see, like when people, they don't even know how to form a movie title. I like that. The Chain of Ungratefulness or movie title. If you Liberians can have a fun movie that you will make, then you found the tricks in people ungratefulness, how it will end up. You got to teach these things. But all the things that can make you to become a good actor. Me, I will become actor too. I swear, I will become an actor. Chain of Ungratefulness is that movie that I will make. That movie there, the people who will act inside, the people I will put in that movie there for them to act inside as prime actors or maybe whatever it is, and principal actors or so forth. How you call your teenagers, those of you, the actors and actresses. Now, I will call that movie the Chain of Ungratefulness. The Chain of Ungratefulness. That's the movie. Now the movie title there. That movie there, I will put people inside. I will wait for baby to be about 6. Then I will put baby inside. Baby gets some kind of role to play in that movie there too as Chain. But you're not going to play bad role inside. Baby will be playing good role inside that movie there. Chain of Ungratefulness. Okay, let's stop there. I will talk about the executive order tomorrow. I want to take away something. So let's stop there. So thanks to all of you for the time. Let us celebrate. Let's move on. And thanks to all of you for the time. I'll stop right here. I'm not going to the executive order. I will deal with it tomorrow. Sufficiently. Yeah, I will deal with it tomorrow. Something happening somewhere. We'll deal with it tomorrow. I beg you people. Thanks to all of you for the materials you send. And who all want to act in a movie Chain of Ungratefulness, you got to send your name to me so that I will look for the role you will play. Yeah. In that movie there, I will look for some people. Some people got to, I will make your face to look like the person. I will try to do something like that. So so Axel W. Jackson says that he calls that the action can best be described as the osmosis of ingratitude. Axel W. Jackson, you somewhere there. Can I send you the link or something? Yeah. He said the osmosis of ingratitude. If you want to eye in that movie, say your name now. And when you say your name before you can eye that movie now free to eye out. You got to pay some money. So that free movie there where you going the part you won't play, just call your own part. The part you won't play in the movie, the Chain of Ungratefulness. So you just play your own part inside. And I so me, I will play we are inside. But on movie, the part I will play in that movie, they call it we are. Me, but I will be the we are. So all of y'all are coming out, I will deal with all of y'all. So Axel Jackson had wanted. So let me see whether I can just send in the link and maybe he can just weigh in your bit and they got there. Oh yes, I want to say thanks to all of you for the time we are right here. Oh, my man Alexander Johnson say you want to act in the movie too, and Alex, you want to act in the movie? Hey, Pee-wee, what's up? Rusho. Anybody you want to play? People I want to play, we are. And anybody who want to go with me, the movie director will carry all of us for. How you can do your thing? How you know about your movie dinner business? They will carry us on. They say on shooting or what do you want to do? Anybody who want to be PYJ, go there. Go do your PYJ. We'll get Kun. We'll get PYJ. We'll get Weya. Chain of Ungratefulness. Where is it? Where are we going? Then we'll get plenty tiny UP people inside there. So you must take your UP portion. Then we'll get the CDC portion. Then we'll get tiny CDC people inside too. So I am on my own laugh, man. Yeah, as Jackson, I will weigh you in. I will let you to weigh in your bit. So let me just say the link quick so that you just come in a bit. Yeah, and you know the country for all of us. We can just joke. Nobody want to tear the country apart for what? I beg you. Yeah, the people we enjoy it. We can do our thing. We enjoy our peace. We don't want to know anything you want to do in your business. We enjoy our peace. And so all of we don't get that. All that thing in your own. So look, in the government, I guess also friends. That one good thing about it. I get plenty of friends in the government. Yeah. I want good thing about it. All my friends. Yeah. I got plenty of friends in there. Yeah. Oh, Let me say congratulations as well to the Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Gender, Laura. And Laura, what's up? Oh, my darling. Congratulations. And really think that, yeah, I really missed out on your name. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, she's a full-fledged lawyer now. You see there now? I don't know, lawyer. Thank you so much, mommy. You did well. All right. And all of y'all want to play part in a movie. Yeah. A movie that you can what they call Chino Ungratefulness. I find movie that. Thank you so much, the person who found it. So that we can see. Isaac Jackson, please try to check. I don't know why you're on a problem. When I tell you the thing here, you can't want to do it. The problem, then you can say you want to count on. I can send you there's something, then you can want count on correct. And check count on briefly, then you go by your business. You can check count on briefly, then you go by your business. I sent you the stuff already, Isaac Jackson. Yeah, please tell you I'm saying the stuff. Yeah, let him see it, and maybe you can just come in briefly. Then we'll be what it call. Crown Stubborn is proud to be associated with the show, and so this is it right here on this. Maybe I've been choosing my own power one play already. I don't want it. We are. So anything you want to do now, any other part you want to and take it. You want who you be. You will go play another part that you can play. Already we'll go do our shooting, our movie. We'll go shoot the movie. So Crown Stubborn is proud to be associated with the show, and we are right here. Our brother who pressed lost yesterday, I think he came here today. We saw him already. You can't take a press, so nobody else will come here again. We finish seeing a real president. So you won't come here now. You can't do so. That your business. We'll not get time for that thing. All right, so Crown Stubborn is proud. Let's take this break and we'll be right back. Okay, Isaac Jackson is already in the back. Right after this break, Isaac Jackson joins in.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know. Can see.
Amen.
Don't tell law in your hand for your authority. But it can't take your love in. Crime stop by here for us. We need sector to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you not talking, I mean you check. You wear for safety. If you see a don't keep it. You must call to report. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stop it, crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stop it, crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia from the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Oh yes, suddenly thanks so much, Old Man Sam Sion, Crown Stopper. All right, so that is it. Anyone else want to play their own part? Costa, you want to play Costa? You want to play? You want to play Costa? You got to play Cummins. We got Cummins. We got the ungrateful here. It's time for Elwell. You got to play Cummins. You play Costa. You play Weir. You play everyone else, and of course, Chin of. So let's get to Isaac W. Jackson, Attorney Isaac W. Jackson, my own big brother, Baza brother. How's up to you, Chief? And how's everything with you? And great having you on again. Can we say Happy New Year?
Absolutely, because this is my first appearance since the new year. But I'm happy to be here. Let me say good evening, good afternoon to Liberians and friends of Liberia following the show. I'm happy to be on the show, brother. And this one is impromptu, so I think it's going to be something short that we can just do that again and play properly to come back.
Yeah, sure. It's good to have you on. Yeah, I read your text that was very amusing to me. That's what I chose to just have you.
yeah, thank you, man. And I think one of the reasons why I'm here to congratulate you in flesh and blood for your solid, sound academic achievement. You know, AB, you made all of us proud. What you've done is it can best be seen through the eyes of stick-to-itiveness. It is often said that defeat or failure is a temporary condition. It is giving up that make it permanent. You did not give up. There were people who viciously criticized you, and you referenced properly Cardozo, one of the best justices to ever live on earth. You referenced Cardozo, but they dismissed Cardozo. They were vicious in their criticism. And so I call on them now, those desiccated Unity Party boys, I'm calling on them now to muster the courage to either congratulate you or to ask their own man to up his Blamado degree. Because we can't have him to have Blamado degree continuously. Whether they would do that, I don't know. But even if they would not ask the old man to up his Blamado degree, because it would be bizarre, can they call on their friend, that other empty scoreboard who calls himself Senator for Moserado County, to at least do something about his academic paper? Can he also venture in the terrain? They will not call him. They will not call their friend. You know, they're marching behind Dillon and making him look like something. They didn't call Dillon now for him to go to school to pass law school exam. 56-year-old man still proud to call himself an apprentice lawyer. What a shame. But I applaud you and I applaud your determination to at least come up like you've done. And I show vast majority of Liberian people are with you, you know, and celebrating you tonight. I wish I were in Liberia, brother. I'm not too good with alcohol, but I'm going to pop some champagne, my man, to celebrate with you. But I thank you, man. Thank you, brother. We're proud of you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But just before you go on that, a lot of things are happening. And so did you follow up on the Fresh Project delegation for Bwaka yesterday? The police boot.
I mean, but that was just an epitome of mediocrity, man. I mean, Bwaka looking for something desperate to delegate, so you gotta go. Looking for all kind of. I mean, yes, Bwaka is a classic definition of mediocrity. That's what we saw yesterday. Because we got to get something meaningful to do, even if you say something symbolic. Somebody told me, say even the phraseology said that it's even wrong. You say Liberian people should stop bribing the police. You got to tell the police to stop taking bribe if they want to be credible. You know, I mean, you know, in the Bible, temptation is not sin, right? But yielding to what temptation, that what make it sin. So you don't tell Liberian to stop bribing police. You tell police stop taking bribe. But very be clear. But again, that Bwaka, man, so that mediocrity we're going to watch in Liberia now. You know, that's Bwaka. We say Bwaka mediocrity, right? Blamado degree today, he's still marching around and proud. And you know, the party will not call him to up that degree. You know, it's a shame. But you know, you are closing on a particular topic which I think is important for us to talk about. Some of us patriotic Liberians caution Bwaka, warn against giving a respectable podium to the likes of Prince Johnson and Bud Naked in our country. Bwaka, in response, retorted to us and said he would dance with the devil for power. Today, he danced with the devil, is coming back. We don't know. Liberians are now watching to see how the dance will be. Whether there will be blood on the dance floor, we don't know. But Prince Johnson is spitting mad about Bwaka's betrayal of him, because Prince Johnson was assured that had Bwaka won the election, he will go to bed and sleep. Prince Johnson is spitting mad. He's threatening the peace of the country in a subtle way. I saw his post, or somebody quoted him about what he said in the church. I'm doing a piece on it myself. But this is where we are. So we got to ask ourselves the question, whether the chickens are coming home to roast. You just catalog, you know, the conduct that typifies the man betrayer, right? You talk about how Weah was, you know, helpful to him, you know, and he also, Prince Johnson betrayed Weah, you know, you talk about how, you know, Weah was even helpful to Kun, and how Kun, you know, conducted himself in these last days. And, you know, even put aside your testimony, we can even pull out the testimony of Ide Gonglo, who testified on public record that Weah was supportive of the people of Nimba, including Prince Jedugbe Johnson and Brother Kun. But see how they treated Brother Weah. See how they treated. So that's why I call it an osmosis of what? Ingratitude, an osmosis of ungratefulness. Because if you go back to Ome Bwaka's own record, as per the public testimony of even Amara Kone, Today, Amara Kone is in the room with them. But it was Amara Kone who wrote on Facebook and in the newspaper that Bouaka still had a list of 17 grievances against the woman who made him vice president for 12 years. How do you describe that? How do you describe that? You still hold 17 grievances against your former boss lady. I'd show for him to become president, the master even consulted with her. I don't know whether he touched those grievances now, but if you can still carry grievances, like you said, you will not do that against even Musa or even the people you work with today, because something in your conscience, your subconscious, your moral will say, no, don't do it, you're leader. But Bouaka still has a list, 17 grievances against Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. That's the testimony of Amara Kone, now senator, proudly associating with Bouaka, even though he put Bouaka bought us out. Even though they all helped to orchestrate the defenestration of Bouaka, but they're pretending now, they're washing their hands of some of the things they did in 2017. So, brother, it's an interesting dance. It's an interesting dance. And Liberian people will watch the dance, you know. Talk about Costa. Bouaka betrayed Brother Costa. You know, how they treated Brother Costa. Brother Costa, a young man, energetic, but far better than Dylan, because, you know, nobody say all that you don't like about Costa. Oh, he Costa to talk bad thing, Costa to do this. But one thing you will not take from Costa. Costa is a progressive young man. When Costa came to America amidst all the challenges here, Costa went to school. Today, Costa is a proud holder of a master's degree, something that Dylan will never venture to do, even though he takes pleasure in wearing fine kosu with empty head. You know what I mean? So Costa is a progressive man, master degree to his credit. But Bouaka threw that young man under the bus, and today they treat him as though he was nobody. That's Bouaka. No matter what Costa did, what they did to Costa, it cannot be justified. Cannot be justified. All right? And then you can put Costa aside and say, look, we don't want to take the Costa testimony, but can we put Brother Alexander Cummings on the witness stand? And Alexander Cummings will be lamenting too that it was Bouaka who served as government witness and falsely testified against Cummings, a fellow traveler, a fellow opposition member. So Bouaka even betrayed the opposition community. You see what we're talking about, brother? So that's why I say it is an osmosis of ingratitude. It is an osmosis of ungratefulness. Brother Cummings came down there, man. The man was an opposition man. You, Bouaka, took the witness stand. You know, with my friend, Sema Serena Silva, and you, Bouaka, putting the country on the lying pretense that you were subpoena. And I asked the question then. I said, but people can challenge subpoena all around the world. The law allows that. Why Bouaka did not challenge this subpoena? Is it, well, Bouaka will not challenge it because $10,000 were under the law. And Bouaka went there and served as government witness against Cummings. So, brother, it is an osmosis of ingratitude. It is an osmosis of ingratitude. And it's spreading, right? It's spreading among them. But what I think Liberian people should brace themselves for is the dance that we are about to see, the dance on the horizon. It's not going to look like a good dance, though. Because Prince Johnson doesn't look like he happy. He rallying his base through his usual, spreading his usual danger or trouble sentiment. That the people at Nima will not just give me all. Even if you brought the best CIA agent, my people will not give me all. So he's appealing to his people now. And some of those people can be very unreasonable, and they are most loyal to Prince Jedubwe Johnson than they are even loyal to the peace of our country. You know that even an educated man, an educated lawyer like Cooper Cry decided to publicly urinate on the code of conduct to please Prince Johnson. When he, as Minister of Postal Affairs, in reckless disregard to the code of conduct, attended a rally. I mean, for anybody else, you can say, oh, but the people are not loyal, and so they can violate the code of conduct. But Cooper Cry urinated publicly on the code of conduct just to please Prince Jedubwe Johnson. So you can imagine the uneducated boys who go to Prince Johnson church every day, and he feed them with that garbage that he calls sermon. What do you think they would do when he angry? They would be angry with him to justify their loyalty. Liberia is territory on something dangerous. And if our friends who want to bring this thing, if they serious, they gotta pay attention. Because if Prince Johnson angry, there are people will be angry with him.
I see it's going to be a great fight, and of course, like you are sensing, but how does this work? Currently, as we speak, Bwaka is making some significant inroads in at least trying to pick up some of the influential young people who had always supported Senator Prince Johnson and appointing them to ministries and agencies and things. And so, where their loyalty going to lie in the wake of all of this? Because these are Nimbayans whom he's putting in other strategic positions as well. If he shouts a lot, they will take these people off jobs. And the young guys are not willing to go off job because of something that Prince Johnson will have to pay for his road he played at the time. They had no part to play in it. So where all of this is going to take us?
Prince Johnson is a very cool guy. And I know Prince Johnson, you can say anything about him, but he's a cool guy. You know, he must have read Julius Caesar. You know, Julius Caesar said the only time somebody should break law is when they're trying to take over things. You read Julius Caesar, he will tell you that's a quote attributed to Julius Caesar. So Prince can sit down with people and say, brother, you better be with me. I can get you something bigger. What was the content of the leak audio when Prince Johnson telephoned one ranking member of the Nema community? What did he say? He said, "Oh, Bwaka, a sick man. Yeah, but I can't let John 18 yet. Because our man will take over." You don't hear that audio tape?
Yeah.
So the same Prince Johnson can tell his people, say, they sick old man won't disgrace me. Oh, you better come on my side and we take over. You will get bigger job than the one you get. And those same Nema picking you're talking about, they will be loyal to him. It is a delicate dance because Bwaka himself said he want to dance with the devil to get power. Is that not what Bwaka said on the record? When I wrote my article calling on Bwaka to be careful with our country, to be careful with our peace, to not dance with the devil, to not give respectable podium to people who cut other people's throat and drank bowls of beer. These throat cutters, don't get in league with them. Bwaka look at me and say, my piggy, I will dance with the devil for power. It's going to be an interesting dance. It's going to be a delicate dance. It's just that I don't know what will happen on the dance floor. And Liberian people got to be concerned about what will happen on the dance floor. And we don't want that kind of dance, right? We don't want it. We don't want it. So all that I'm saying tonight is the chicken are coming home to roast. Bwaka brought this thing on himself. You can't give people hope and do like what he did because he too, as Mr. Bwaka, maybe he doesn't have the international wherewithal to maneuver the hammer and sell skillfully maneuver for 12 years. He may not have it because the pressure coming on him. Like Tosso and Tosso. Pressure coming on him, but Bwaka, he doesn't have that leadership skill, that skill to maneuver. He ain't got too many friends in the international community. Say, but gentlemen, you help me. They think you're going to embarrass me. They think you're going to come across as a soulless ingrate. You know, they think because I thought to Prince Johnson, he supported me. Gentlemen, if I throw him on the bus, brother, Nimba people, they will not treat me with seriousness. They will see me as a soulless ingrate. So you're trapped, man, you're trapped. But he ain't able. He can convince the international community. Ellen did that skillfully because Ellen is an astute leader. We are trying to do the same delicate dance. He will go to the UN and say, but right now what we need is bread and butter. Our people talk about restorative justice. Our people didn't say retributive justice. And we are making a case eloquently. But Prince Johnson priced money over we are humanity. He took money. His own security now is coming at risk. And he crying, he lamenting, he calling on the people of Nema in a subtle way. Liberia is at a difficult crossroad again. It's at a difficult crossroad. You know, so while it is true that some of us applaud the coming of the War and Economic Crimes Court, but Prince Johnson is concerned because he believes Bwaka has betrayed his confidence. You know, and it's on him. It's a joke that is on him. And so we can all describe it simply as the osmosis of ingratitude. We are trying his best, put on his skill. He said, the Liberian people through the TRC talk about what? Restorative justice. Why are you putting pressure on me? Gentlemen, why are you doing so? So we are dance. But Bwaka can't stay in the dance. Less than 2 months in his administration, the pressure coming. The pressure is so much. Because Bwaka himself started by making earlier mistakes. People, corrupt people, pocket-filling, corrupt bandits, the pocket-filling corrupt bandits in our society. Bouaka is bringing them back into government, and the Americans are concerned. The Americans are concerned, so they gotta mount more pressure on him for him to do what he had to do. Other than that, it will not be done. So imagine, Bouaka had the unbridled audacity to give job to, I can say, the equivalent of Witherspoon, right? Because Daniel Johnson, a good friend of mine, is almost like an equivalent of Witherspoon. Daniel Johnson had been on the American radar for stealing from American NGO. And Bouaka said, I don't care about American people concerned. I will get job to Daniel Johnson, American people say, oh, let them man, I see your paper, you put pressure on him. That's how you saw the American increase the pressure on him. Say, look, when I give you change, you're not serious. Because your action is brazen. It's too broad and bold, right? Even Madam Sally will be very careful with Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson was always on the radar, serving special assistant to minister and you now Bouaka come and get a man public job in reckless disregard to the American people concerned. It's almost like somebody come and say we get Witherspoon job, even though he got criminal charges on his neck. So that's what Bouaka did. That's why the pressure increased on him, and he can't stand the pressure anymore. He got to capitulate now. He has caved in, and the lawmakers are dancing. They say, oh, we're dancing, man. We're dancing, brother. We want the thing to come. The resolution. They signed their resolution. They're dancing. I don't know how much Prince Johnson will be able to maneuver in the Senate, to stop this thing. But the thing already on fire. It's on fire, brother.
It's on fire. We understand, Attorney Jackson. But the issue there is, Bouaka himself has taken some steps towards the fight against corruption. One, and I called him for the auditing of the CBL, the NSA, and and other institutions as well. Then, of course, just latest, something I wanted to go on, but I'll go on subsequently, but I just want to get your take on it for now. He's calling for assets recovery. He said that people who took government assets and things and so forth, but that is going to be happening right in his office, and he set up a team for that. These are all efforts intended to fight corruption. That's what Bouaka is going for.
People think he's trying to placate them, right? Whether or not he really serious, maybe the way you do these things is to set example of your own. All right? Bouaka started by failing to set example of his own. Our own dear sister, when I was assistant minister for culture, I worked with our dear sister, Julie Andy. A boy who supported Bouaka, who is notorious for using simplistic, insulting language on public radio, was heard and seen insulting Julie Andy. Julie ran to the government for rescue. The government properly charged the man properly, right? And then when Julie was pursuing her case, she gone to bed and sleeping, being aware that the government was doing the right thing. What did the government do? The government nolly prosecute Julie's case. Even though Julie was showing evidence, my evidence here. The thing that God did to me, even though it was the same government who indeed, drew all the charges against the fellow. Without the private prosecutress knowledge, this government, in flagrant disregard to the supremacy of the rule of law, not a prosecute a woman case. And I asked on one of the public radio, I said, but if this thing happened to Julie, our own culture ambassador, a woman of culture and tradition, what happened to my own auntie and man, Katuma? Because, let me remind Liberian people who listening, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, his power he enjoyed in America, it did not come from him alone. Many black people today celebrate Roosevelt's administration because of his wife, Eleanor Roosevelt. It was Eleanor Roosevelt that told the customer and said, black people have suffered in America too long. So most of the civil rights bills, you must sign them. So Eleanor Roosevelt in American history towers in the black community because of her words of wisdom in her husband's ears. where a sister Katuma, Mama Katuma, Grandma Katuma, another woman had been violated, denigrated. And still we haven't heard a mumbling word from the First Lady of the Republic. So Julie is going to cry in vain and nobody going to listen, including the First Lady? Is that the new Liberia that we envision? Bouaka served in an administration where the executive mansion was placed in the budget 3 different times, and now 1 pin went on that executive mansion. You think Bouaka will start from there? I will be happy for him to start from there. Those who were ministers at the time and put in that budget to renovate that executive mansion, and they didn't renovate it, we need to know where that money went. We also need to know where Ebola money went. Bouaka he has some work to do. If he can start with himself, with those who work with him for the last 12 years, and then get jump behind the CDC people, then we think it's authentic. Or anything short of that, it will be described as witch hunt. That's why in my article on this fellow thing, I said, but Bouaka was setting a dangerous precedent. Because good leadership will set example of its own. You needed to set example of this boy here, who without any color of right went on national radio. It's not an intellectual thing. What is it, like intellectual cause? Oh, the other person incompetent. Oh, the other person they're not incompetent. The man was using simple, insulting language. In simple Liberian English, the man was cursing on the woman. Somebody cursed on Julie Andy, and you allow him to walk free, and your legal advisor, who's supposed to have a wife and children, go there and not let prosecute a case. These people, you think they got any respect for law or rule of law? They don't respect women's rights. And the Liberian women are still sitting down and say, oh, Bouaka enjoying honeymoon. Women rights activists, Julie Andy, no matter what you say about her, you can describe her in all kind of way. But for the longest that I have known Julie has put Liberia's culture on the global map. When I was assistant minister, Julie took the national culture through her team to what? To China Expo China, right? She also took the national culture through to Senegal, Dakar, to Fesma Trois, the Senegalese, Anurawa, called it Fesma Trois. And Julie went there and Julie performed. Every other global leader that have visited our country, Julie was very creative, had always been creative. She would make something like a song, even for George Bush, and George Bush was dancing to Julie's song. Like Julie, somebody disgracing like this, and somebody won't lie and say, oh, she supported CDC. Julie have never supported any CDC. She supported every government as an ambassador. So, Bouaka, who call himself ambassador? Why is he sitting down idly? And Julie Ray will be violated with the government doing zero. So, brother, the long of the short here is, if you want to praise Bouaka for taking some of these action because the American putting pressure on him, you know, we got to put pressure on top of bar, put fire on top of bar, good thing. And we applaud the American action to put pressure on the man, because somebody who is in Bouaka's age range require pressure to move. So the Americans are justified to put pressure on him. But I think if he wants to come across as being authentic, let him start from when he was vice president for 12 years. That executive mansion to renovate it, money went in the budget. We need to know when money went in the executive mansion budget, why was it not refurbished? And where did the money go?
Some of the efforts taken that could point towards his resolve in fighting against corruption. You talk about, you must start with him now. You talk about his asset declaration. He did do that. And
but we can't even give him pass on that, because it was in violation of the code of conduct. The code said before you take power, you must declare. He declared after he took power. So you can't get him green mark for that. If you're giving him mark, but carry a small question mark. It said before you take power, before government officials take power, they must declare their asset. They say after they take power. So Bouaka was not within the confines of the law. He didn't operate within the confines of the law. Not within the spirit of the law, the letter of the law. You can say, okay, the spirit, later on you gave it because it's the spirit, because he are taking over, but within the letter of the law. He was in violation. He was in violation of the letter of the law. He said you must declare before you take power. So nobody will fool you. You want to get him mad, you can get him mad, but as a conservative grader, I'm a conservative guy. If I'm a great Bouaka, right here, you not do the right thing. You not set a good example. You not going to take power before you do it. You think because Bouaka cannot argue intelligently that he's oblivious of the law he himself made. Correct? He can't argue that. 12 years as vice president, you must have learned, you must have known that before you take power, you need to declare your asset. Why did he not do it before he declared your asset? Correct? And today, see what they're doing? They still violating even the tenure law of the country. Brother, you can't grade these people. Don't get in hard, Margot. I know you won't be liberal with your grading skill, but don't get.
It's not about grading him. It's not about grading him.
No, but I will say, I know you won't be nothing, but the point I'm trying to make here is we need to be critical of this woman. The law says before you take power, before you take office, you must declare your asset. He did not do that. He took power already before he declared, and even he declared in what I don't say is it public? No, I don't think so, right?
He hasn't done publication of that yet.
But if he hasn't done public, then he's still even under the mark. He's still even under the mark. He has not set a shining example. This is where we are. First thing, he declared when he got in office, when he's going to declare before, then he didn't even make it public yet. So he got issue to deal with. But even the tenure law, instead of Bouaka, one of my problems I have with the tenure law, right? Instead of Bouaka focusing his energy on poor people, thousands of poor people. Some of the people were aggrieved, right, with George Weah. They stood in the line and voted for him. 7-7. They believed their salary was harmonized. Today, instead of Bouaka paying attention to 7-7 salary, whether or not to re-proportion or to do something about it or to make it current, Bouaka is trying to create his own bishop. He's fighting to give people tenure jobs. There are instances where they try to pay off some other people to buy the tenure job. And the person get leave holding 2 years. They say, oh, yeah, let's pay them. Then they pay the 2 years, then we'll pay our people. Bouaka should not be fighting to create more bishop in Liberia. Tenure job are bishop job. Poor people voted for you. Are they taking pay currently? What are you going to do about harmonized salary that they had issue with? Zero. He has not done anything like that. But he's interested in giving people tenure job. And then they're making the slippery argument that, oh, we're moving another tenure person because they wore party t-shirt. My question to them is, if you replace somebody in the name of them wearing party t-shirt, which I think is problematic, how do you replace those same people with another party t-shirt wearing supporter of yours? For instance, everybody in Liberia who is earnest in their judgment will recognize my friend Patrick Horner as a Bouaka propagandist. If they want to be cruel and use strong language, they will say he's a soulless Bouaka stooge. It is Patrick Horner that is going to LTA. And you want to convince intelligent people that he will depoliticize LTA? Bouaka, what are you talking to? Even if we were born in the net, we're not born last net. Bouaka, stop it. Stop it. If we're born in the net, not last net, we're born. You take a Bouaka propagandist, a stooge of Bouaka, and take him to LTA. What are you doing? You politicizing LTA because Patrick Horner himself is a deeply politicized figure. Can you, even though you're Patrick Horner, work together as colleagues, but right now, can you go to Patrick Horner to renew your frequency and be comfortable? No. Let's be true. Let's be honest. Can anybody in the public who is critical of Bouaka, including myself, go to Patrick Horner to renew my frequency or to give me frequency and be comfortable? No. So why is Bouaka doing this? It's a terrible judgment. It's a poor judgment because these institutions are supposed to be professional institutions above the cloud of suspicion and void of executive manipulations and influence. But when you send your stools there, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bouaka? This is poor judgment. That's why I keep telling CDC people, this is no time to cry. This is no time to sleep. Let's stand up in great readiness. I tell my people in the Liberty Party too, this country for all of us. It's not for Bouaka alone and a few other people we elected him. Bouaka won with 17,000 votes, not a disaster win. This is not a vote that could even go for senatorial election. He doesn't have an overwhelming mandate of our people, and he cannot put our country in handcuffs and drag it to hell. That's what Bouaka is doing in effect, putting the country in handcuffs and dragging it to hell. We got to stand up and tell Bouaka enough of this. See what they did in recent time to NASCO. But the thing they did to NASCO, can it be justified on any professional grounds? This senator who's supposed to be in his office has prostituted himself, dragging himself low. He called himself mowing. And marching behind somebody and getting to NASCO. Is that what you saw in Ellen's Liberia? Is the senator not a disgrace? Has anybody called him up for being a disgrace to the Senate? A new joy is to march behind presidential nominee to carry into offices in the need of being member of the board. Is that how we do it? These people are doing disgrace and dishonor to public service, and we need to call them out. I don't care. Somebody says, oh, no matter where you're talking to, you want Barack. I say, sit down, man. I don't interested in what Barack give me joy. I don't give me joy. But Liberian, Barack has an obligation to make every Liberian people employable. He don't want to do it because of political business. But we got to talk true. We need to talk true. You understand? You understand, brother? If we don't talk, they will say, oh, he's keeping quiet because he wants joy. If you talk, they say, oh, he's talking because they will recognize him to give him joy. For me, it matters little now. What matters is the peace of our country and the forward march of our democracy. When you march people to NASCAR, without any public notice, anybody with a scintilla of intelligence will know that the proper functioning of government everywhere around a public notice. Public notice. No public notice regarding new appointment. You try to sneak the person there. You try to inveigle the person to the place. What are you doing? He's going to be senator. He's going to be lawmaker. And you go there and prostitute yourself and drag yourself so low. And you say you're senator and he's going to respect you? Tell that senator, respect is an earned credit. When you conduct yourself the way that Moime doing, nobody will respect you. The people of Bon Country are decent people. They don't do this. They don't kowtow to power. And what Senator Moi is doing, he's making Bouaka to look like a puppet president. A puppet president. You know what puppet president is? He takes instruction from his subordinates. Because Moi is basically trying to usher Bouaka now.
But you were not speaking to Moi, but here is a president who, at one point in time, not at one point in time, but currently believes that his appointing power is going to share with some members of the legislature who work with him, like Darius Dillon, Nyomli Kanga Lore. They are part of the vetting committee to determine who becomes somebody that will appear before them for vetting. I don't get that. So you talking about puppet president?
But you see, this is a problem, right? So it's something that is captured. I think it's in psychology, right? Where the guy argues, if you give an A student a job, it is highly likely that he will hire an A+ to help him do the work. Yeah. If you give a C student a job, he will hire other D- because the C student doesn't have self-confidence. So he wants somebody less qualified than him. This is the problem we see now in Liberia. We gave Bouaka a job here. See the people he turned to for consultation. You know, I respect my sister Nyomli, but 9 years plus in the Senate, what has she got to show to any Liberian person that she's passionate about? Some of the needs she even carried to Bouaka to get big job to, and I'm coming home now to get big job to. Even the Bronskin that I supported, that other all supported, some of those people Bronskin would not have given it the job that Bouaka have given them. Because Bronskin believes in competence. That was Bronskin trademark. Some of the people that they carried to what they call the NOCA, in any functioning country, in any normal country, they will never serve as vice president for NOCA. Never. Because they don't have the credential. Some of them have not even intelligently have any discussion with any foreign partner. Zero experience. They could barely pass a Machiavelli. These are the people that you said they should be vice president for NOCA to negotiate on behalf of Liberia. Do they speak proper English? But I normally they don't know Canada now. They don't know Canada. Say that one of picking say deputy for administration at fire service, not a high school graduate. There are somebody who have not even saw university do. Supposed to be deputy for fire service, professional expertise the person get. But this is Dylan then. That's what you saw that these are C manners. So they're looking for D and D manners to run our country. The man who is the deputy at foreign, how they call it, fire service, the boy who used to take picture for Dylan. I think we university ever entered before. Like Dylan, a high school paper, we haven't seen it. But Dylan said he's going to be deputy administration for fire service. Fire service will be technical play where professional people go. When your house on fire, they will know what to do, how much water to keep in the tank. There's going to be able to talk to other partners to bring fires for the city. He brings somebody who is not competent, Dylan, and he carries the old man. And Bouaka as a puppet president taking instruction from some of you and just saying yes, sir, to everything you're getting. People go there, I want 10 new job. You get, yeah, you might begin to support me, get 10 new job. What are you doing? You undermining the structure of our governance system. Why are you breaking things down? It's wrong. It's wrong. And I think Liberian people should stand up. They see it in American people doing that. The many of them made to do things quick because they don't know what will happen to Israel. Liberian people, people in Liberty Party, people in ANC, people in CDC, the country belongs to all of us. I know. It was Kennedy who said that defeat is an offering. We got many parents. Even though, yeah, we got defeated, so like we don't got people, but we got to motivate our people to stand up for Liberia. Yes, we'll be defeated and it looks like we ain't an offering at home, but we are not. We need to motivate our people to tell them that Bouaka is running the country in the hole. He has put the country in handcuffs and dragging it in the hole. He's doing things that are not right. That's why the American people putting pressure on him now to see whether he can take the rest step. Because his first steps are not being impressive. And I quoted people that they are foreigners that look, the first step any child takes is the first exciting, is the most exciting. If you get baby, you ever born child, you look at the baby, the first step that baby takes, in that correct step, you will say, no, let's pay attention. The child was still on the ground. So they say the first step a baby takes is the most exciting. Bouaka's first step was not exciting. That's why the American putting pressure on the earlier days. Okay. He bring Daniel Johnson. He bring Jasper. You know that about Jasper? That about Water and Sweat. He got dismissed by Ellen. Even people who Ellen dismissed, Bouaka elevating them. What is this going on? Even some of the people who open dismissed for being unprofessional. Triple A battery will rescue LBS. What professionalism they will carry to LBS? You want to run LBS in the ground again, Bouaka? You too? All the professional journalists who supported you, that Triple A will go, I was joking somebody else, that Triple A battery to carry LBS to rescue it. What kind of trouble Liberia takes so? When there's no competent journalist that supported Bouaka, or even the competent journalists that supported Bouaka, they didn't bring any good need that Triple A will rescue our LBS. What kind of trouble is this? So brother, there's a lot to talk about. I know your show already running, but you know, Gossen, I'm happy that you have me here. This short thing I said, maybe you can play on the show, let our people listen. Now is the time for Liberian people to do what is right. The same thing Americans are doing, putting pressure on Bouaka to do right. We need to put pressure on Bouaka so that our governance system will not be weakened. Today, they're doing violence to the rule of law. Julie Annie go there, she can't get justice. They use that same code to try to honor Mark Kufar. They say he's not citizen. They use that same code to honor my president. We are nomination of a justice. Even though Barack Obama, one of the best presidents in the world, in his last day as Lindor, he nominated Garland to go on the U.S. Supreme Court. Even Trump, that everybody behind Trump, cousin not behind Trump, also in his last day put Conor Barrett on the Supreme Court bench. Why you start president? We are from putting somebody on the bench, and you use that same court. And I said to the court in public that if the court is not careful, it will make itself a legitimate target for political action. Because if the Liberian people don't see the court as being impartial and independent, if they see the court otherwise, the court will be legitimate target for political action. And when I say political action, people will go in a courtyard and burn tires. You don't want that. So the court should resist the temptation from the executive to make it look like they have won and the scene. No. The executive is different from the court. The court should be independent of the executive. You can't use the court to start president. We are nomination. You can't use the court to ask Kofa silly question whether or not he's citizen. Then you use the court to deny Julie Andy of justice. What are we doing? And they got female justices on the Supreme Court bench. So what their position, I don't even know. Even though I call on the first day of the country to say something about Julie, but why about the justices on the bench who know the law, who know that it's not good for government to not prosecute a case the way they did it? That when a private prosecutress is holding her evidence, still interested in the case, you argue in public that she abandoned her case. What kind of people here so? Liberia is in trouble. Liberia is in trouble. But again, I thank you for having me. I'll be available. I mean, the work here is taking most of my time. That's why I don't come frequently. Every time I promise, when the positive show up, I gotta take care of my family too, brother. I gotta pay my rent in America, brother. It's not easy. Most of the people in Liberia who live in America know your first priority is to pay your rent. Everybody will throw you on the horse.
I think I want to concur with you because Bwaka just brought up one old man who's I know about 90 years old. I think a commissioning program to get job. At least in that easy in America. A lot of people coming down here.
Absolutely. So your first priority here is to do your work. So when you call me so now I promise that then me I got some basic thing to do here. But imagine what we're doing, right? So Bwaka brings somebody of his age to kind of run something in Liberia. You really serious? Brother, in America, as we speak, the debate now, with even the Biden presidency, Biden doesn't have a pre-existing medical condition. Biden just passed a medical examination. But American people in large number, good percentage, I think it's 75% of the American people believe that the man is too old. It's a big debate here. In Liberia, we did a reverse. We took an 80-year-old man and made him president. Now he's showing signs that he's too old to lead. And the American people got people putting pressure on him to do the right thing. And if we Liberian people sit down supinely and don't put pressure on and say, you're violating the tenure law, you politicizing institution. The argument you're making here is not proper argument. Tenure position, not contractual position. This is wrong. That's the twisted logic the legal advisor put us. That's what they're doing here. So. What is there? This thing is not contractual. This thing is about the independent and professionalization of these institutions.
You're right.
Void of executive influence. It places a limitation on the president's will and pleasure as contained in the Constitution. And it was Bwaka Allen administration that brought a tenure to all the agencies of the government. So why is Bwaka undoing what he and Mananseli did? Only because he wants to create his own club, his own group of bishops. No if and end about it. There is no other reason they can give you. Bwaka wants to create more bishops in the country, forgetting about poor people. If Bwaka cares about poor people, let him deal with civil servant salary. Because when you get people 10 new jobs, you get them 5 years to stay there and make big money. 9,000, 10,000. That was money boy going behind. But Bwaka, please give me 10 you. Please give me 10 you. Please give me 10 you. Because they want to be bishop. Bwaka cannot be interested in making more bishop. We got poor people in the street. People who are jobless in the street, they are good candidate for the devil to use. So we need to work on this. The last thing I will close with, who just came to my mind, is the Bwaka political thing where he go to the place, he taking a drug test. Look, brother, we are not serious in our country. We have a problem. Oh, there's my phone going down. This thing about Bwaka making political show with blood tests, it's just laughably ridiculous. The issue about drugs should be a public, it's almost like a major public health issue, even in America. So if every criminal run behind all the people who get the drugs, why about the people who are already affected by the drugs? Do we have hospitals to take them to at least reduce the drugs content in the system? How do we intervene? What medical intervention do we have? Is that what Bwaka doing, or is he just talking politics? Yeah, when Bwaka was running to be president, the question around Bwaka was not whether or not he used to take drugs or he needed drugs. Nobody talked about Bwaka having drugs. The issue that was in the public was Bwaka was dismissed for corruption, and that issue was brought to the fore by my friend Dylan. It was Dylan who produced the fresh newspaper clip on social media that Bwaka was dismissed by the TRC, the PRC government for corruption. That Dylan man who had him behind Bwaka, he never said anything bad about Bwaka before. It was Dylan. It was Dylan who put on social media the newspaper clip that Bwaka was dismissed for corruption during the PRC time. So the issue that was surrounding Bwaka, the issue that Bwaka had to struggle with was the issue of corruption. It was not about drugs. Nobody telling about drugs. And even if it will be symbolic about the drugs thing, we got to be holistic because the drugs abuse in the country is becoming a public health issue. Do we have medical facilities to take some of these people too? What are we doing about it?
Okay.
It's critical. So they should start politicizing serious health issue. I'm happy that AB was able to go there and run behind a few people and get something. But what about the brothers and sisters who already got addicted to the drug? How do we treat them? How do we take care of them? Oh man, Bwaka. People who are already addicted, hooked on drugs. What do you do about them? Nothing.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, Isaac Doyle Jackson, thank you so much. It was very brief, but of course worthy. And we'll find time again whenever you have time so that we discuss other issues of national concern, especially talking about the feasibility of the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court. What are the processes? And that is after the Senate.
Yes, I support that. I support that. I think the War and Economic Crime Court is necessary. Oh,
okay. Thank you. All right. I say, thank you. All right, so thanks so much to all of you for your time. Look at the clue there. I think I'm where to be working. That is there. All right, so you see, the people there, you see there, so that is the man is working in the court. Yeah, Asa is a working class man. That's why I love about his business. For he is a working class man, he earning his money, showing us the thing on the video that he. I say thank you. All right, so folks, that's all the time we have tonight. And thanks to all of you. I know open the lines. You have had something to say. Congratulate me. But tomorrow we're going to be back here. Thanks so much. We've already had the draws, and so tomorrow I'm going to be calling up the winners. And several of you, over 50 persons, won here now as we speak. More of this to continue. And I was telling you about good news. The organizers, in fact, our partners have said to me that on Friday they will be celebrating with me. Now, what they will be celebrating is a cash out to you. So on Friday, instead of getting 4,000 for winning, you're going to be getting 5,000 for winning on Friday for celebrating with me for the success in the bar. So just get set and play as many times as you can on Friday. 5,000 you will get for any win that you have. The same amount, the same dollars, the same everything. And that's it. Thanks so much for being there. Do have a pleasant night. Thanks for your prayers and everything. And we will continue to be together. And certainly we are getting there. Do have a pleasant